Hello, my dears. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Teresa, and I'm here in Kamloops, British Columbia, on the unceded and occupied territory of the Secwepemc people. Today it is a gray day outside my window. The sky is gray and covered in clouds. Today when I went on my walk, I could see that the bottom of the clouds were resting on top of the mountains. It looked very interesting because I couldn't see the top of the mountain like I usually do. Today we're going to sing our bluebird song. Then we're going to look at a special book that shows how animals can use a tree to make a home. Then we'll play a matching game, we'll do a poem, and we'll say goodbye. So let's start with our bluebird song. Sing along if you like. So let's see what we have in our book today. This is the book. It's called Who Lives Here? Animals of the Pond, Forest, Prairie, Desert, Mountains, Meadow, and Swamp. Here we have a picture of the inside of a beaver's lodge. But today, we are going to look at this old tree and all the animals that live inside. After a tree dies, it slowly becomes hollow. That means there's nothing left inside the tree. Many more years pass before the tree falls down. So, until it falls, a hollow tree can be home to many creatures. Some animals will live in the hollow limbs, like this owl. And larger animals, like possums, porcupines, or bobcats, can live in the trunk. This is the trunk of the tree. Tree homes are mostly already made for those animals, but some animals, like this squirrel, makes a nest to make it more comfortable. They might use leaves like the squirrel used to make his nest. So let's look closer. Here is a raccoon. He's living in the hollow trunk of that dead tree. He made a cozy home inside. And here we have an owl living in the hollow branch. the owl is only awake at night. Do you remember the sound that an owl makes? Whoo, whoo. Actually, that's more like a dove. Maybe more like hoot, hoot. Here we have a gray squirrel. He's got a bushy tail. And it looks like he is munching on something. Or maybe he's bringing more leaves up to the nest that he made. That looks like a cozy nest with leaves and branches. Let's see what's down here. Oh, it looks like a bat could be using this tree for a home. Bats, just like owls and raccoons, mostly come out at night. You can see them flying around. Here we have a monarch butterfly, an orange and black monarch butterfly. And a flying squirrel, which is different from a gray squirrel. A flying squirrel can stretch out his legs and jump down from a branch. And it looks like almost like he's flying like a bird. Here we have some mushrooms or fungus growing on the side of that dead tree. And it looks like some of the bark has been stripped off of the tree. Maybe it was this bobcat stretching up and using his claws to take off the bark. The bobcat made a home in the base of the tree. If there's nothing inside, because it's hollow, it looks like a comfy spot for a bobcat. And here, under the ground, are the roots of that tree. And this chipmunk has made a den under the ground. You can see he hid some nuts or seeds in there, so no one else can get them. That's a chipmunk. Lots of animals make this hollow tree their home. Now we're going to play a game. I have some more animals in my basket. So let's look at them. Here I have a kestrel. Kestrel. It has large wings and polka dots on his belly and underwings. A kestrel eats small rodents like mice. Kestrel. Here we have a raccoon, like the one we saw in our book. This raccoon has something to eat in between his paws, and a stripy tail. Raccoon. Here we have a tortoise. This tortoise has a strong shell. And 1, 2, 3, 4 legs. When the tortoise is afraid, it pulls its legs inside its shell and pulls its head inside its shell to stay safe. Tortoise, kestrel, raccoon, tortoise. Here we have a green tree frog. Look at those long, strong legs. This tree frog is very good at jumping and very good at holding on to a tree so he doesn't fall down. Green tree frog, kestrel, raccoon, tortoise, and green tree frog. I have 2 more. Here we have a deer. We know that this is a male deer because it has horns, or not horns, it has antlers. These are called antlers. So you can call him a buck. Buck. We have kestrel, raccoon, tortoise, green tree frog, and buck. And our last one is a squirrel. This squirrel has a nut between his front paws and a bushy tail. He's a squirrel. Now we're going to play a game. I'll put all the animals in the basket. Squirrel, buck, green tree frog, tortoise, raccoon, and kestrel. Here I have a picture of a kestrel. Here is a buck. Buck. He's running. Here is a tortoise. Raccoon. Green tree frog. And squirrel. Now we're going to match the animals in our basket. Let's see. Do you remember the name? It's a green tree frog. Do you see a picture that matches? There it is. A green tree frog. Let's do the next one. Remember the name? It's a squirrel. Do you see a picture that matches our squirrel? There it is. That's a squirrel. Here we have the kestrel. Kestrel. Do you see a picture that matches? There it is. Kestrel. How about this one? Here's our buck. Buck. Do you see a picture that matches our buck? There it is. Buck. They both have antlers. Buck. How about our tortoise? Can you find a picture that matches our tortoise? There it is. Tortoise. And our last animal is the raccoon. There's our raccoon. This one is peeking behind a tree branch. Raccoon. We matched them all. Thank you for playing with me. Now we'll do one poem and we'll say goodbye. We'll do 5 little fishes today. 5 little fishes were swimming in a pool. The first one said, "This pool is cool." The second one said, "This pool is deep." The third one said, "I want to sleep." The fourth one said, "Let's dive and dip." The fifth one said, "I spy a ship." Fisherman's boat comes. Line goes, kersplash. Away those 5 little fishies dash. Thank you for joining me today. See you again soon. Bye.